Okay, besties, part two. So, what I'm getting is that this person, the way that they problem solve is extremely immature. Okay? When something goes wrong in their life, instead of kind of like bossing up into this emperor energy where they need to be, where they handle business, that's not what they do. They kind of take this victim stance and they wait for, getting a very specific message here, the tides of change to take them. So this might be a person who is more comfortable in their feminine energy, letting things just kind of happen to them. And this person is kind of like, I'm getting like a sea turtle vibe from this. Like they are trying to catch a wave. Like they can see a wave coming and they're planning on like catching it and like riding it in. Let's, Spirit, what else do you want to say about this? I think this person is very misguided. This person doesn't have very many examples of what success looks like. So whatever they're basing this idea off of is kind of fantasy. This might be something they saw in a movie. This might be something that they have dreamed up. This person might have some debilitating Pisces placements. You know, I have a Pisces Mars, and let me tell you, before I really like understood that energy or mastered it, it was a long road for me, bestie. So this person might have something like that going on where they're just kind of given into escapism or delusion. You know, they might be really good at being delusional and their delusions might come to life, and that might give them a false sense of how things work here or the right way to do things. Bestie, the right way to do things is slow and steady, okay? Slow and steady, to make clear, concise goals and to meet them, you know, to not write checks that you can't cash, to not over promising and under delivering. Like if you want to be an emperor is someone whose word is bond. So start with what it is you can reasonably promise someone. You know, don't be making promises that you cannot keep. That's step one to being an emperor. And this person already isn't even like thinking about that. They're not even thinking about this through the lens of like integrity. They're thinking about this through the lens of strategy. I'm not into it, bestie. Let's see. I'm gonna shuffle. I'm gonna take all these cards, put them back in the freaking deck, and let's see what else Spirit wants to come up with. Spirit, what do you want my collective to know about this? Is this just for? Okay, I just saw an in real life sync that showed me what's going on. So this person is using their energy. They're using whatever masculine energy they have, their powers of persuasion, I'm hearing, and they're directing it at you. So this is just kind of a heads up about energy that is being directed at you. Whether this will manifest in the physical or not, this is kind of like the energy that this person who effed you over, I'm hearing, is sending to you, and why. Bestie, there's this Cybertruck that drives around my neighborhood all the time, and I freaking hate Cybertrucks. So it's, you know, I feel some type of way when I see it, but it has lettering printed on the side of it that says burden in huge letters, and that is the energy that I'm getting from this over here. Okay, bestie. I'm getting that this card was hidden. The Queen of Tides, the Queen of Cups was hidden underneath the 10 of Branches. So bestie, you do have deep feelings for this person. I'm seeing that this person found their way into your emotional space, but you see this person as a burden because they don't, like, there's so much distortion in the way that they do things that they are a liability, that you have to be on guard all the time. You have to be looking out at not only the damage that they're doing to your connection, to their own life, to how it impacts you moving forward. Like, you obviously, you've put out the call that you want this emperor. You know, you want a container to build on or in so that what you're doing has even more impact. And this person, instead of providing that, because of the way they go about things, is actually detrimental to whatever you're trying to build here. This person isn't done cooking. Okay, I got the Hermit and the King of Tides. Like, this person is capable of what it is you're asking for, but they are not there yet. And that is something that you really need to accept and understand. And it might be something that you don't want to accept and understand. It might be how you got yourself into the situation. You know, you saw their potential, you were excited about it, and maybe you jumped ahead a few steps without seeing like how this person was actually going to move there. Bestie, I'm seeing that this discrepancy between potential and what this person's showing you has put you at a big crossroads. You're not really sure what to do here. So I guess that's the purpose of this reading, right? To help you kind of come to terms with what you're feeling so you can also access this masculine energy inside of you and take a decided step forward. So Bestie, Spirit, what's your advice for my collective in this? What do they need to know when they're thinking about this? Bestie, I just got like full body chills. What's happening here is a lot bigger, and I just saw my birthday. It's bigger than just this, what's happening between you and this person. Internally, on a cellular, molecular, spiritual level, you are being restructured. Your own masculine energy internally is being upgraded, and so you're going to start seeing different expressions of it in your outer world. Okay, so you're at a crossroads right now because your system is identifying this, I don't like it. This doesn't work for me. What about this did I like? What about it can I take forward? What about it did work for me? What can I do with this? That's this inventory energy that you're doing right now. Okay, you're just taking an inventory of everything that happened here and you're just making sense of it. Bestie, I'm getting that you're probably being called to rest and you might be resisting it. Okay, big same. I don't know what it is with me. I have a hard time resting. And as a Pisces Mars, that's when I'm most powerful. So I don't know why I'm like that. Bestie, I'm getting that something that's happening here is much greater. Okay, this is showing you like the scope and the sequence of things that are happening. I've got the Catacomb, the Great Work in the World. These are all pretty big heavy hitter cards. What's happening here is a lot greater than you. And I think that's what a lot of people don't understand about the twin flame journey or spiritual upgrades or divine counterparts or any of it. Like, I had this dream one time where like the moles and freckles in my skin were moving around, and like the voice of God told me that the changes to my physical body were rearranging the stars. Okay, you are a portal. As a divine feminine watching this, you are a freaking portal. You have no concept, or maybe you do, maybe this is a reminder of the reach that the work that you do has. Okay, so Bestie, if you're feeling confused about this, just know that it's bigger than you. So if you're down here, you know, playing checkers and your soul is up there playing wizard's chess, yeah, all the movements aren't really going to make a lot of sense to you because there's just something bigger that's happening here. Bestie, I don't know how much time we have left on this message, but let's see if Spirit has any closing remarks. The moon, absolutely. There's a lot that you can't see here. Okay, this is like looking through a peephole. Okay, I'm showing you, if you were to look into like this person's room as they're wallowing or doing whatever the heck they're doing, this is what's going on over there. And then I zoomed out to show you kind of this macro view of the bigger picture. Okay, sometimes when we're really in our feels, it can be hard to see the bigger picture. All we see is how we're feeling about it, and we don't like it. Yeah. Death and the Ten of Wands, Bestie. This is a big cycle that is ending, okay? And it sucks. It doesn't feel good, but I want you to know that there are brighter days ahead. There are pinker days ahead. I want to show you this card, okay? This is the Two of Cups. Like, there are two birds. They're two of a kind. They are sharing a landscape, okay? Maybe you couldn't quite get on the same page with this person about what you wanted your landscape to look like, but I am seeing that in your future, there is this sense of belonging. There is this sense of divine partnership. There is this sense of we are on the same page. So Bestie, even if you're not on the same page with this person, and if you want me to look into your personal situation, you know, if you want me to look into it and see, is this person in your future? Is this person the other bird on the card for you? Or is this someone that you're better off letting go? Book a personal reading with me. I do have limited availability, but I do have availability for this month. So book a reading with me and I'll be happy to look into that for you. But just as a broader collective message, Bestie, things are balancing out for you and there is balance in your future. They're not balanced now, but it's not over. You're in the middle of the ride, okay? It just takes some time. I love you.